Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How is life in your world? How's Monday treating you? Monday's here. I did not go to work today. I was not feeling good this weekend. I felt really weird, like nauseous, and I maybe threw up a little bit and all that stuff. But ended up going. I had to take my daughter to, she had tickets to see some YouTube guy. YouTube dudes yesterday. So I took her to Pittsburgh to see that. We didn't get home till really late, and that combined with me feeling really icky meant that I stayed home. I got so much needed rest, but I also worked on the other side of this wall, my basement. Pulled out all kinds of stuff that needs to go away. So, good times. But, I went to see this, this YouTube group, and it was two guys, and they were like 30s, I guess, 30-ish, and the crowd was, of course, I would say, besides the parents, there's half the crowd's parents at these types of things, the crowd was overwhelmingly female, like, you know, 14-year-old females, which is what my kid is, and I always thought I was the cool dad. And I went there and was like, I am not cool enough to be a part of this. My kid had on high-waisted mom jorts with a t-shirt tucked in. And she was not out of place. Like the kind of look that we laughed at in the 80s. And she was not out of place. So it was really interesting. It was really fun. I don't know anything about these two guys that we went to see. Dan and Phil is their names. Never watched any of their content, but they were actually really entertaining. I enjoyed the show, even though I got none of the references. They had a lot of fun with it, and it seemed like the crowd was really into it. And it was really interesting to see that side of YouTube, like a live performance, which was almost just like a live YouTube video. And the fact that you could take that on tour is really interesting to me, because it's a whole new form of performance, right? Like it's a whole new thing. You don't see like the cast of a TV show going on a live tour and meeting their fans. So it was really neat to see that, and kind of inspiring in certain ways, you know. So that was cool. But it was an interesting night, interesting weekend, whatever. Got some stuff today. This is from friend Pete. I got a GoPro. Very cool. GoPro 3. More importantly, he sent me this. Now this is awesome. Yes. Check that out. These are what are known as Meatballs in the board game world. He cut these out for me on a laser. These are essentially router templates for me to use to make other products. So I'm really excited about this because I tweeted out a picture of a thing that I had made, I think on Friday. Essentially, I made this jig. Let's see if it fits. I made this jig to go on my drill press to hold one of these. Yeah, I guess that fits. No, that's not correct. It goes like this. No, it does not fit. I'll have to reconfigure the jig. Essentially, so that I could drill a hole at an angle through this. So this little guy, well, maybe it's because I was using the wrong size. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. So this will allow me to drill down through this at an angle. And this is going to be a product that I release very soon. This is the first prototype. This was done with, oh god, that looks hideous. Wow. This is just a piece of pine, and I did this on a bandsaw. I'm hoping with these templates I can make this with a router and it be much nicer than this. But essentially, this is a little meeple pencil holder. So it looks like he's got like a sword or something in his hand. And this will be a new product in the store soon. That paint really did something weird to this. I mean, it's kind of neat looking, but it's also kind of hideous looking. So, these are router templates. Thank you very much for these guys. And actually, this might end up being the perfect one, because I can follow that with a pattern bit to get down to this size instead of up to this side. Yes! So, this is a really awesome package. Thank you so much for the help on that. This was not my idea, by the way. This was a friend of mine who sent... I had posted on Twitter that I was looking for gaming-related ideas, and somebody gave me this one and said, you know, he was going to make them with a laser printer and stack up layers and glue it, and decided he would never get around to doing it, so he said I could totally have the idea and run with it, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some new products for the Etsy shop. I also got some postcards, 2 from Kansas. Kansas City is the city of fountains? I didn't know that. Second only to Rome, Italy for its number of fountains sprinkled throughout the city. Interesting. I believe these are coming from one of my mom saw that I had the postcard rack and decided to... And, by the way, I still collect postcards. If you want to send me a postcard, here's the P.O. box, and I will send you one of the Daily Shed postcards back if I have any. If not, I'll reprint them. But and Wizard of Oz, no place like home. Cool. So my mom saw that and then decided to tell her friends to send me postcards. So I think that's where these are coming from. I'm not positive, but it's a pretty good assumption. This is an interesting way to send postcards. Let's take postcards and put them inside of an envelope. Cape Cod. I would love to go to Cape Cod. I've never been. It seems like a really amazing place. What is this? Oh, wow. Old Man of the Mountain. Check that out. Great Stone Face is the state symbol. Wow, that's really cool. It's just kind of hanging there. But anyway, Cape Cod, I love lighthouses and ocean type stuff. I always wanted, one of my dreams was to go to New England and be a crab boat fisherman. You know, not the Alaska fisherman, but like the New England style crab fishing. Dear Chevee, I'm a friend of your parents. We met at church in Florida. Hope this helps your project, which your mom requested a postcard. Yeah, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I love I have this great little postcard rack, and I'm going to build another one because I have a bunch of extras, and I don't know where it's going to go yet. It'll go in here somewhere. It probably will never be on camera, except for when I do the shop tour soon. So, yeah, thank you. That's all I have for today. So thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being my bestest friends. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from biography.com. How many championships did Dale Earnhardt Sr. win? In total, Earnhardt, known as the Intimidator for his aggressive driving, won 7 Winston Cup championships and broke $30 million in career earnings. He died in a crash during the 2001 Daytona 500.